Wrong hole, idiot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everyone get up.
it's the Charley Spurlock Show.
It's just magic when it happens. Like to call those keepers. What's your boner, mate? Are you showing me your teats right now? I just need to sprinkle some teats with the cactus boner. That's why I'm so greasy. I don't know, I kind of feel like my face is just better left for radio. Fuck, what the hell is that?
That's the click.
That was terrible.
We had music rehearsal earlier.
That hurt. Don't metronome in my ear anymore.
So we're back for the sixth installation
episode
of Charley Spurlock, A Face for Radio.
You're welcome.
Our last episode was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that to air. I haven't told anybody who was on the show, and maybe I will. Should I tell people now and get them all excited, or should I make them wait?
Make them wait.
Okay, I'm gonna be a tease, and I'm gonna make everyone wait to find out who was on our show last episode, which was a couple weeks ago. I had to take last week off because I was in San Francisco for my birthday.
Happy birthday, Charlie.
Happy birthday to me. Yep, I'm now officially a little over a week into being 28.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
I know. It's fucking, you know what? This is, if I had to pick a year where I felt like I aged, I think this may have been it. Can you remember being 28?
What were the key indicators?
I think I got more wrinkles, which is why I immediately was like, Botox. I called up my lady. I'm like, I need Botox right now. And my gray hairs are starting to cluster now. They're not just like the random little.
Oh, trust me, I know.
There's like, how long?
I got 2 stripes right here when I let my beard grow in.
But do you like that? Do you think that?
No, I hate it.
You
I
hate
hate
the
it.
stripes?
It's the only reason why I can't grow a beard. If I grew a beard like Brett's over there, I'd look like I'd have 2 big white lines.
I know this is a touchy subject for you. I don't think you're tall enough for a beard like that. I think you have to have some height behind you.
They used to call me They used to call me Jeebus because I grew my hair so long and I had the long Jesus beard, and
Jeebus.
That's what they used to call me, was Jeebus.
I love it. Why can you never get this mic right for me?
See,
ever?
It's not that I can't get it right. It's because you keep shifting around.
No, I'm not shifting. I just you're fucking it up again. Fucking with my mic. I feel like whenever I have to, especially if you're sitting on the couch next to me, because you insisted on sitting near me, probably because I smell really good. Do I smell good? Smell my hair.
No, your hair does smell really good.
Okay, it's because I got new perfume, and my friend Allie told me that if you want to smell like your perfume all day long, you spray it in your hair more than on your body because your hair holds on to scent longer.
Interesting.
So anyways, you had to sit next to me. And so now when I turn to talk to you, I'm like afraid I'm going to have not all of the sound going into the mic.
Oh, you're good. I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, if it's not very loud on
So in
recording.
the theme of the radio show, what did you bring for snacks today?
We started eating early. When you had all of your big band boys and Alex in here, I gave them all. I think I forgot to give Alex. I brought everybody an Easter Reese's egg.
Oh,
but that's not really
nice.
what I had for snacks. I brought more junk, but I brought
of course.
the bestest cookies ever.
You know what? Those are some of my favorite snacks. Like
the animal circus
and that's
cookies.
in my top couple of snacks.
Yeah, this is good. And then
good call.
I can never just bring one. And then I brought more candy. Hold on. Sour Punch straws. Sour Punch straws, people.
Oh.
These
those are
are
pretty good too.
These are the best. I usually prefer them in the little bites because these just go so quickly.
I'm bewildered because you hit 2 of my favorite, like all-time favorite snacks.
I think if I was a boy, I'd be you.
Would you?
Yeah. It'd be kind of funny because like if I was a boy, I'd be the exact opposite. I'd be shorter and I'd be really skinny like you.
You'd be the opposite.
Be the exact
opposite.
opposite.
Because you have to be the opposite of your female. Right?
Right. If I'm gonna have a
I get
dick,
it.
I might as well be the exact opposite.
Okay, so if you had a dick, would it be a long and skinny dick, or would it be a short and fat one?
I also want to go there and ask you what yours looks like.
Oh no, because I'm just thinking like, what's the opposite of what you have right now?
My lady boner's usually pretty impressive, so I don't know. It might keep with
The long and skinny. Asking the questions people want to know.
That matter. The questions that matter. Okay, so let's talk about skinny dicks. I was in San Francisco, like I said.
As long as we're getting into that.
For my birthday. Let's talk about dicks. I fucking love that place.
What place?
San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
It is the best. I love it there. And I wish it wasn't so expensive to live there because I swear while we were there, Derek and I, we were just like talking about consolidating our lives so we could move there. Like we would do it in a heartbeat.
It's funny because me and Kara do this every single time
Wherever you
we go anywhere.
Yes, I think that's a thing. Is it a thing for couples or people when they go somewhere that even if they know that they're never gonna live there, they just like, could I even afford it?
The weird thing is that I actually go through the dream of wanting to live there, even if I know I don't want to live there.
Is it just because Phoenix sucks?
I think it's just part of humankind to look around and see what other people have and want to like put yourself into it or want to be affected by it or find
Especially
out what
when you're
that's
having
like.
so much fun, I think you just assume that you're going to always have fun there because, like, if someone I don't know who vacations in Phoenix, but if someone vacations in Phoenix, they're only seeing the good stuff of Phoenix, and we'd all be like, why the fuck would you want to live here? Like, I wonder if people
we're all trying
feel
to get
that
out.
way. Yeah, we're all trying to get the hell out. I wonder if people feel that way in San Francisco. I know that I'm good. I'm going to actually stick with these. I know that it's incredibly expensive to live there. It's funny. We were walking down the street and I happened to see an open house sign and I was like, holy shit, we're going to this open house right now. It's going to be a tax write-off just from walking in this open house.
Well, that's a good call.
So we went in this open house and it was a three or four unit building and it looked like a house. I mean, it wasn't like an apartment complex like there is here. It was like a freestanding house. And there was this guy, of course, a very top unit. Go in. The place is really nicely upgraded. It's got hardwood floors and it's got a really upgraded kitchen. It's staged really nicely. It's really modern. It's perfect. But it's a studio. It's not even a one bedroom. It's a studio because the bedroom situation or the bed situation, I should say, is that it's like 2 steps up. It's like a kind of like a sub level. You go up.
Like they were trying to make a loft, but they didn't have.
Yeah, it was a loft exactly. But the bed had like a vaulted ceiling above it. So if you had 2 people in this bed, one person would wake up and instantly get the ceiling in the face. So the guy was like, we priced it quote unquote low because we didn't know how this bedroom situation will work out with buyers.
Pan out,
Yeah, they're listed at $775.
Yeah, which is like what, twice, maybe 3 times the amount of money that I would ever think about buying a house for.
Well, but like, and that was low. He said we've already had.
He priced it low.
Yeah, he
so
priced
that
it
we
low.
Could,
And so
find out what people think about this ceiling where it's not supposed to be.
The place was great. Don't get me wrong. It was a really nice place. I mean, if it wasn't like a total dump, it was a place. Of course, I look at Derek. I'm like, we could totally live here. We could totally live here. And Derek's like, we would never fucking live here.
So me and Kara went to. I can't remember which beach it was, but it was a really nice beach in LA.
That narrows it down.
It was one of the really nice ones. It wasn't Huntington, but it was near Huntington Beach. And I like went to the point of calling apartments and like figuring out what the rent was going to be on an apartment. Like I literally go through the full mental workup of, you know what, let's just move here.
Well, we were asking the cab driver because that was the only transportation we had for us to and from the hotel. To and from the airport.
You were using cabs?
Yeah, just one.
Yeah, but was it an Uber or was it
No, it was a cab.
What are you doing calling cabs?
Well, first of all, we was from the airport. So
You'd be like
we walked
the only
from
people
the
in
airport.
California using a cab
No,
company?
we were at the airport. We walked off the plane, got our luggage, and a cab was like waiting there. So I was like, okay, let's just take the cab. And so we asked the guy. We said, "What does a 1-bedroom apartment cost in San Francisco?" And he goes, "Well, maybe up to 500 or 600 square feet, about $3,000."
Oh my god!
Is that insane? Derek and I almost like flipped out in the car. We were like, "That is almost 3 times our mortgage for our home. That is 5
Way bigger
times
than that.
like literally."
Way bigger
Yeah.
than that.
So I don't know. What would have to be the benefit of living there and paying so? I mean,
Kara went to San Francisco a couple years ago. I've been. Don't get me wrong. I've been. But Kara went a couple years ago, and she she sent me back pictures of these old men riding down the street completely naked on a bicycle.
No, we didn't see
And
that.
they
I
were
wish.
like they were
I
like
wish we'd seen
65,
that.
70 years old, and their balls were longer than your
Riding down the beach.
typical
What?
ball section of a person. I thought it was his fucking knee, but whatever.
Well, how old were they?
She was just snapping pictures as they were riding by on the street. It's like, there's some queer gentlemen right there.
We saw some cool stuff at Fisherman's Wharf, but no old dick.
Did
and
anybody
old man
come
balls.
up to you and try and sell you some weed?
No, but oh my god, you could smell it everywhere.
Everywhere.
Could smell it
Did you
everywhere.
walk down Haight and Ashbury?
No.
You don't know about Haight and Ashbury? It's like the site of the 70s acid wave kickoff of San Francisco.
Well, we did a lot. We drove and went through a lot of places, but was there like a? You're talking about it's a specific part of San Francisco.
It's a corner. It's a corner where a famous picture was taken.
You know what?
of the
No, I
Grateful
lied.
Dead.
I lied. We did because
It's a head shop there now.
everything. Yeah, everything is super hippie in that area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we were there. Yeah, I don't think it smelled particularly more like weed in that section than did everywhere else, but everywhere smelled like weed.
It probably smelled like BO down there too.
That usually couples
know-
with weed.
You know those hippies. You smell like shit.
But
Other than when they're smoking.
yeah, we're totally hoarding. You guys want this thing of candy to share over there?
I did not. I didn't get an Easter egg.
Oh,
Are they gone?
No. Yeah.
Because, this weekend, oh my goodness, I'm having my first official
Easter egg of
Reester
the
egg.
season. A Easter egg.
My Reester egg.
Tyler and I were commenting that those are better than the pumpkins they do and the Christmas trees.
Because of bulk size?
No, because this was Tyler's explanation, and I think he's totally right, and I didn't really get that deep into it, but because of the shape, the oval shape of the egg,
Mm-hmm.
they can fit more peanut butter.
Yeah, so the actual mass weight of
Mhm.
the peanut butter.
He's like, yeah, they're trying to cut corner with those angles and shit.
That
when
sounds
they
like
do-"
something Tyler would be mad about. At one time he got irate in the studio while we were recording because Church's Chicken had closed on time. He thought they were on black time.
What is... Is that a part of your bit? Is that
I
part
don't
of your
know.
Church's Chicken bit?
I just came up with it right now.
Oh.
It's nothing I'm married to.
Just trying it out. Seeing how it goes.
You're
You're using my podcast show as a guinea pig
and
for
I
your
don't
jokes?
I
Fuck
don't
off.
have to worry about any racist jokes because there's no black people in here.
I was schooled on that earlier, X.
We have X in the studio. X, you want to come say hi?
You just peek from the shadows. There
what
we go.
up? There's X. And X is not black, so
And X gonna give it to you.
there's a good reason why he's not offended when I make jokes like that.
Well, I said, what did I say? Oh, I was saying that being a roadie, do I have to blow everybody this weekend? And
No, you said how many people do I have to blow to be a roadie?
yeah. I was like, I'm going to be going technically out to the show with you guys this weekend in California. We'll get to that. And I was like, so how many people do I technically have to blow to be a roadie? And you were like, I think everybody.
Yeah, there's not like a number. It's just
Yeah,
whoever
it's
shows up.
just whoever has a dick and shows up. And
Oh, there could be females involved too. It's not just like
How
a
do you
one-way thing.
so so I said, don't tell X, but I've never blown a black guy. And he goes, that's fine, because X isn't black. And I said, wait a minute, he's not white, and he's not Mexican. Therefore, by Arizona, he's... Technically, he's toasted. What kind of brown are you?
Sunburnt.
What?
Say it again. He's Hispanic and Native American.
So do you get scholarships
is
for
part-
that?
That's a shame. That's a
I only put the African thing together after it was too late to apply for scholarships.
Why can't you apply for another scholarship right now?
I'm not going to go back to school for something I'm not going to use.
I feel
already
like
did
that's what
that.
everybody else in America is doing.
Plus, I think anything that I would do, I make too much money for to get
To get the
scholarships.
There's not a lot of people claiming Africanism though.
I could write a really good essay about it.
I think it's just good enough just for the essay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's like that part on the application when you fill out where they ask you the question, what nationality are you? And it says
I always check other.
black or not Hispanic. I'm like, how does that work?
That's me. I'm non-Hispanic, half white.
Just gotta put other on.
Yep. African.
Other, yep. And I always feel like I'm undershooting myself by putting Caucasian, you know? Even if the word does start with cock.
Why would you be undershooting yourself?
I just feel like Caucasian, that just lumps you into one category. Is anybody else offended by Caucasian? Like, no.
You're upset by your white privilegedness?
By my white privilegedness.
I hate being given everything I want before everyone else.
I'm not white, all right? I'm not just a skin color, all right?
Unless it's to your benefit, then you're totally white.
First of all, my parents are totally screwed up. I'm half Italian and half Irish. Like, if there could be any two angrier sets of people for completely different reasons to confuse
So you're,
my...
yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I am the type of person that I like to, I'm really hypocritical in that I like to preach, like, yeah, I hate being called I'm not just like this white person, then I'm like, but officer, I'm white. Like,
see, I don't do that.
I
When
don't want to
over-
be white until it helps me.
See, when I get pulled over, I don't... And any person of any color can try this, okay? Shit your pants. Shit your
Not
pants when you
again.
get pulled over, and they will let you go.
I can't do that again.
And if you don't have to shit, fake like you're about to shit your pants. Go through the whole temperature change and the fluish in the face, and you look a little green, and
How do you fake that?
you're squeezing your cheeks. Flashback to Disneyland.
Disneyland happened so quickly that I didn't go through all of the stages. It just happened.
Just happened. Well, recount the stages of the aftermath.
Yeah, it did. I had no choice but to accept what had happened.
Somebody gave her a bowel loosener and just on the side of the bathroom.
I'm waiting for that to start in my age too.
I can't wait until Disney contacts us with a check just to stop us from talking about you shitting yourself at Disneyland all the time. I will gladly take that check.
It's my icebreaker when I meet people.
It should be your icebreaker on a first date at Disneyland.
Who the fuck would do a first date at Disneyland?
Lots of people that live in the Anaheim
Who
area.
Who would put more than? Who would put like $100 or more into
a first
ticket
date?
at a first date?
Yeah, passes.
But you'd have to hope that both of you do.
But
Maybe if there's, you know what needs to happen? We need to have a Disney dating app.
A Disney dating app?
Yeah. No, fuck off. Because I would.
No, because this one you would be allowed to have
You
abortions.
totally cut my mic. God. Yeah, you cut
was
my
just a
headphones.
headphone.
Jesus Christ. Can we get some shit together? Let's get Perch out of here.
The Perch app.
Give him a fucking egg and he just shits the bed on everything else.
I never lost her mic. I just lost her headphones.
Yeah.
She's still good.
Can you quit rolling around on shit?
It's all good.
It's low. I'm not really getting much. But
Wiggle it.
jeez.
No, mine's plugged in.
Oh, okay, there we go. Now I got it. God. Amateurs.
They're pros.
They're pro amateurs.
Soon, Tiffany's gonna be sitting in here and hosting this show with you.
Oh my god, that would be so much fun. Yeah, I told her she looked like she was 12 today. I was like, "You're so cute. Have an egg."
I got you an Easter basket, but you have to find it.
We're gonna do an Easter egg hunt.
I hid it out in the alleys behind the show.
I think we should do
Let's
like.
get out there quick and find it before one of the homeless people do.
I think we should do
There's
pictures.
some heroin in there
we have Easter baskets full of drugs.
that we leave for all the
That way
for all the
everyone
homeless people.
they can find
We should get a
Jesus.
shit ton of that plastic grass. Buy a bunch of those mini Mickey's 40s, put them in baskets, and just fucking we'll do an Easter egg hunt with the homeless people.
Mini Mickey 40s? What?
Yeah, they make these little, the little.
Those like testers you
they're-
find at
well,
like
they're not
Total Wine.
that's probably what you think they are.
Shut up.
Wake up a bunch of homeless people dressed as these.
They're just-
Listen, nobody needs to test Sprite. They just came out with a smaller version of it. Okay. Charlie thinks that the small versions of things are just testers.
The little 8-ounce.
The snack.
I'm talking about like those little mini vodkas and stuff that you can find.
Those are not testers.
Shut up. Those are always like testers for me. I'd be like, I don't know if I want to buy the whole fucking bottle of it yet. I was like,
She's standing at Circle K. Can I get a tester of the vodka? One of the Alizé too. Yeah, she sits in and she buys one.
I open it and I
This
sniff
isn't
it
31
first.
flavors, Charlie. Is
that
this
why
is a liquor store.
Is that why I'm no longer allowed at Total Wine?
No, we do not do taste testing. No, you have to go home now. Oh my God, she comes in and wants tasting. We don't have a spoon for you. Oh my God.
I think we should do that. There's wine testing. Why don't we do like vodka and tequila testing?
I'm pretty sure because most people know what those taste like.
But not all taste the same.
That's true.
Like Grey Goose is so much
Here's the other thing.
smoother.
How are you
than-
tasting stuff and then still buying a bottle? Because I've seen you drink. And it's like one drink and you're done. So I would think that the taster was really all you need. Derek could pretty much shop in the mini bottles from now on and be good.
Yeah, I'm a really cheap date. But no, like for me, the test would be like however much you can just literally fit at the tip of your tongue. Because I can't. You're right. If I do like a whole shot, I'm totally done just off one whole shot. But it's quick. I'll feel it very quickly. It maybe lasts like 10 minutes, and then I can kind of start to hit the downward that quickly.
I feel like the animal crackers are not quite shaped good enough. I mean, like, are they getting lazy over there? Or
It's just the frosting.
Can
See if you
somebody tell
can
me
you
what this shape is? What is this
It's a
shape?
hippo. First of all, fuck off.
That's
it's a hippo.
not a hippo. That's a
Put the
that's a
hippo in your
rhinoceros.
mouth and see if don't bite it. Just see if you can maybe it is a rhinoceros because it does kind of have a horn
it's
right
got a
there.
horn.
But see if you can melt off the frosting. You just bit it, didn't you?
I'm
Son of a
definitely
bitch.
not doing that. That's fucking gross.
I'm
You
gonna
would
try.
be that person. Oh God, she's gonna do it. She's gonna suck the
I'm
fucking
gonna, no,
icing
I'm not
off
gonna
a
suck.
cookie.
Shut up. I'm going to let it melt. See, what do we think this is?
Oh.
Is this a hippo? The hippo's got something on his butt. That's the hippo, right?
Well, now that you've broken something off of it, I'm not sure what the fuck it is.
No, I didn't break something off. It wasn't attached to it other than frosting. I'm gonna let the frosting melt in my
I'm
mouth.
not even gonna look at you. I'm so disgusted right now that I'm not even
Why?
gonna look at you.
Wait a second.
I'm
Out
not
of
looking at the
all-
screen either. I'm just.
Out of all the shit we do
Oh my
and
God.
talk about, why is this what's disgusting?
Next time you'll be asking me to share ice cream with you, like.
You're not gonna share ice cream with
I
me?
don't share milk products with people. Who shares milk? Hey, you want to drink my milk? No, you don't fucking share milk. Brett, you share milk ever? No, hell no.
That's
You
not
ever
a
walk
thing?
up to somebody and be like, "You want a bite of my ice cream?" Would you ever say that?
No, but if it's my sister.
See, you and your sisters are fucking disgusting. That's what it is.
So an ice cream with 2 spoons is just something that doesn't happen for you.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Depends on if we're talking about a tub or a bowl.
Like, can I keep my distance from the other person? Can
No.
I have a 3-foot distance from the person eating the ice cream?
Why?
Are we
don't
gonna be able to
understand-
put a plastic barrier in the bowl to make sure that they can't touch the same
I literally don't understand what the problem is. Like, okay, so is it the same thing for other foods? It's just dairy product.
dairy?
I don't get it. Why?
There's all kinds of bacteria and shit in dairy that
Hey, how am I doing?
they already naturally bacterialize.
How am I doing?
Oh God! Oh, fucking God! You are so gross. Fucking disgusting. Oh,
I don't get it. Oh no.
I'm gonna.
I think I
vomit.
just broke off his leg.
Oh, I hope something broke on him. That's not his leg.
That was definitely a hippo.
I'm having a hard time keeping the cookies that I've eaten down.
I don't get it. Why is that gross?
Brittany Bailey is joined.
I
Hi.
know. Hi,
Hi,
Brittany. Hi, Brittany Bailey. She's my real estate assistant.
Nice.
She's awesome. She's also pregnant.
So
Is it just me or is everybody
so she's
pregnant?
gonna be losing her job soon.
No, that's what's nice about being my assistant is you can do whatever you want and you can fuck whoever you want and be pregnant by whoever you want and it's fine.
As long as you get an abortion. Brittany, you don't actually have to do that.
You don't have
That's
to get
not
an
a thing.
abortion.
That's
If
not a
you
thing.
want, we'll talk about it, but you don't have to.
Do you need a ride somewhere?
Do you need a ride somewhere?
So, let's talk about the show this coming weekend.
Yeah, let's talk about that and not abortions for my assistant.
Let's talk about it with cookies in our mouths that we're not sucking the icing off of.
No,
though.
too late.
Okay. So, the Shades of Green crew is going to California this weekend.
Perch, are you coming? Oh my god.
1 beard, 2 beard,
Who-
3 beard.
Who is Perch riding with?
We're debating that right now because he does not want to ride in my car.
Why?
Because
Why don't you want to ride in his car?
Have you seen the size of him? Look at him. I'm gonna flip the
Yeah,
camera.
you're a large
Okay.
gentleman.
I cannot fit in that car. It's a fucking clown car.
So
Wait. Are you taking the HHR or are you taking the
well,
Mini?
I was planning on riding along with other people, but now that it's kind of been decided, I was thinking about taking the Mini.
Oh, that's
So that I
not-
could-
How could you do that?
Think about how fast I could get there. How fast I could get back. It's probably only like $30 worth of gas.
But you can't fit anybody or anything.
Well, we got 4 seats.
You've got 2 adult seats and 2 Tiffany's in the back.
Have you seen Tiffany's butt? I don't know.
Have you seen Tiffany's butt?
I don't know if Tiffany's gonna fit in the back seat. No, I'm kidding, Tiffany.
Tiffany, do you have a fat ass?
I've been told.
You've been told you have a fat ass? I don't think you have a fat ass. That's ridiculous.
No,
Stop hanging out with like other
Matt.
12-year-olds and they
Matt.
won't tell you that. Yeah. Don't stop comparing yourself to Matt.
You have to. You have to stop hanging out with other 12-year-olds, implying that you are 12 years old.
Other 12-year-olds
We don't allow 12-year-olds in the studio
anymore.
unless it's Lucy anymore.
And Lucy's not 12. She will be too cool to be 12. I feel like that's an age she'll just skip.
She'll skip it.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be fantastic. That means she goes right to teenager from 11.
She's going to be a tween.
Oh boy! So we go to California this coming
Yeah, sorry.
weekend. We're leaving Friday morning, and we are on tour with Gray and the Gradient at their first Los Angeles-based show, which is not in Los Angeles,
It's not. It's west.
but it is at the Canyon Club, which is in Ventura, Thousand Oaks specifically, or Agora Hills. So if you happen to be joining us from Agora Hills, you should come see the show. Meet Charley Spurlock.
I shall be there.
Maybe we'll bring the Zoom and do a special edition live from the hotel room.
It's a way to make up for our week that we lost last week.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We can do a.
We'll do a version.
When would we do that though? You're gonna be really,
tell-
really busy on Friday.
Tell the guys about the spot you just secured.
I didn't secure any spot. I mean,
All right. Well, the spot you just found us. Fingers crossed.
yeah. I found hopefully a good Bel Air, a 4-bedroom Bel Air Airbnb for us to stay in. I see orgies aplenty in that place.
That scares me. During the radio show that we're gonna do, or after that?
Oh, you think we should do the show from the house? I thought you wanted
Yeah,
us to
no,
do.
I was thinking we could
Oh.
do a live version of Charley Spurlock, A Face for Radio, maybe Friday night.
from the Airbnb in Bel Air.
Yeah, or we could do one Saturday morning from the beach before we split.
What did you think you were gonna do on Saturday? You say you guys thought you were gonna play at the pier?
Well, the part of the ticket sales is we're supposed to be down in Venice playing on the beach. I wanted to get some footage of the guys playing. And a little
they gonna
bit,
shoot
little
an
bit more
album cover there?
grassroots because the show we're opening for is Dishwalla, which is like a platinum. You remember Dishwalla?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Because you looked them up after I told you?
No.
That surprises me.
Yeah.
So we're opening for Dishwalla, who's a platinum-selling artist from the 90s. They had some really great tracks over the last 30 years. And so we're like freshmen coming out, you know? So I figure we should go get some grassroots out on the street or out on the boardwalk right along the ocean side so that, you know, we're
Can we-
not right up next to a platinum-selling band.
Can we take really cool album pics out there of them not looking at the camera and like walking away from us? That would
Totally.
be cool.
Totally, we can bring. We're bringing all the camera gear. We're definitely gonna do a video of the entire trip. We're gonna put one camera in every car that's going. Then we'll
what?
have
Including mine? No.
yeah we
Yeah.
could put a camera in all the cars that are going. We'll
I f-
get some stop hijinks. We'll get some
Don't-
check into the hotel or
don't
check into
you
the Airbnb.
Don't you think that we should warn people that if they're in the car with me, they have to listen to Disney show tunes for?
I
road
feel like we
music?
should warn them that there's a possibility you might piss or shit yourself. Just
Possibility. I feel like it's a guarantee.
I feel like people should know before they get into your car. It's a brand new car. That
But
could be
it's-
confusing. Like she would never piss or shit in there, right?
There-
That's not something that's gonna come up in your mind.
That has nothing to do with it. When I have to go, I have to go, and I am not the type of person to.
And there's a flood a coming.
There's no way I'll piss or shit in the desert. It just won't happen. It would just go in my car.
Yeah, you're not gonna stop and pull over or any of that stuff or squat. There's not gonna be any squatting where there's a possibility of some random reptile walking
Oh
up
hell
and
no! And just biting you right in the ass?
Yeah.
No way. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
because it's your ass they're gonna bite.
What? What else would they be biting that?
No, I'm just saying. That's what they're gonna bite. One's gonna latch on and not let go.
What else?
And
would
then, and then I'm
latch
gonna
on
see
to?
you screaming, no! running away from the car. No! Somebody get out here and help me! I could totally see it. I'm actually
Can you?
I'm kind of hoping for it. If you haven't.
No one let Charlie pee before we leave. I want her to have to pee in the desert.
No, because I know you won't.
I won't. I'll ask
That'll
somebody.
be on whoever's in your car. I'm voting X rides with you.
You did promise that it would be only cool people, so X would fit in that category.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to get peed on?
It's been a while. No water sports until we get to the beach, Charlie.
Since we are on the beach.
I won't pee. Will you stop doing shit on Twitter while we're
So,
fucking doing stuff on camera?
so going out to Lisa Lampanelli, who
Sorry, that's the reaction I have when I hear her name.
Lisa Lampanelli is doing a show September 8th at the Canyon Club. Same club we're going to be playing this weekend. But she's doing her show September 8th. And we are lobbying hard for Charley Spurlock and Miss Pussy LaHoot to be the openers of that show.
Oh man, that would be so cool. I mean, to be totally honest, either one of us getting it is a win.
Yeah,
In my, I
total-
mean, like that's
totally.
just, that is just, fucking stop, Brett.
Every time you like something,
Every
it
time
pops
it just
up on our
pops
screen.
up on the screen.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
So distracted. Yeah, no, that's if any way that we're getting in front of her, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and I'm gonna be there. I think either way.
We sat down today in studio and had to carefully construct the tweet. Kevin came in and we had to construct the tweet for him, which is why that went out earlier today. Was because
Oh.
Kevin didn't feel comfortable putting it out. He wanted to make sure it got ran past everybody first, and he came in to do so.
Why? Why does he have such
He's still
insecurities about?
No,
Twitter-
he's still
tweeting?
feeling his ground out on social media, so he just doesn't want to make a wrong move and have it be like, oh, I totally messaged the wrong person or whatever. But we did. He tagged the wrong the club,
What club did he take?
because it's Canyon Concerts on Instagram. It's Canyon Club on Twitter.
Oops.
So we'll get it fixed tomorrow. But it would be really cool if any of the people who are watching our live stream right now or catch this podcast on demand at a later time on YouTube, if they were to tweet at Lisa Lampanelli for Charley Spurlock.
Or retweet at another time.
Yeah, there's lots of tweets already out there. You can go and retweet.
Yeah. Not during my show, Brett.
So
Go, yeah, if people haven't done so, go find me on Twitter, Charley Spurlock. Go find me on Instagram, Charley Spurlock. Find me on Snapchat, Charley Spurlock. Every once in a while, I just do some really dumb shit with them filters, and it's funny.
yeah. I mean,
I don't really do anything on Snapchat. I just
but occasionally when you come over to our house and Bourbon Bitch is doing some shit, Snapchat gets like out of control for
Yeah.
like a minute, so
yeah.
have to go back and view all that. So
I feel like I haven't seen her in a really long time.
I see her every day now, which
Yeah, I
is
know.
wonderful because she's homebody now, but she's cranking.
Has she gotten fat?
No, she's not fat.
Oh,
If
good.
anything, I think she's better shape.
I think you said that. You said she had planned on like working out more now that she was
Yeah,
home.
I hear
I'm so
her.
glad to
I hear her
that.
running on the treadmill every day.
She's
and-
crazy,
Yeah.
but good
She's
for her.
she's crazy.
She's crazy. I love that bourbon biatch.
So
I wish she would come to California too.
we might be able to talk her into it.
Come to California, Gwenny.
You'll leave Doug at home with the kids.
Yeah.
Gwen comes out and gets smashed in California. We could talk her into it.
Yeah. She could totally get peed on in my car.
Gwen, if you're watching, we
She's
are
not
going to
watching.
kidnap you. She's not watching.
She's not watching.
We're going to kidnap Gwen.
Yep.
And we're going to take her with us.
It's on the way.
We'll have to reach out to Doug and be like, hey, do you care if we kidnap Gwen for the weekend?
Dude, Doug's such a good man friend that he would be fine with it.
He probably would. He eats cake a lot in bed, so.
Really?
Really? Why are people so amazed to hear that Doug. On the first Bourbon Bitch, it comes out that, Gwen's always picking up these plates from Doug's side of the bed, right? and she's like, and it's always fucking cake for some reason.
Why do you guys have so much cake in your house?
I don't have any idea where all these cakes are coming from because I
Maybe
don't.
they hide them in their room.
Good possibility that that's where the cakes are coming from. But Casey hears her saying this about the cake in bed, and he's like found a new respect for Doug. He's like, I gotta be honest, I got a lot of respect for a guy who just fucking crushes a goddamn piece of cake, and then it's like, you know what? I'm not going back downstairs. I'm going to sleep, and just rolls over.
I can't tell you how many times, especially in a 2-story house, like you get downstairs and you left something upstairs, it's staying upstairs. Like you don't unless it's something you absolutely need, and then you usually will yell to the person upstairs to throw it down to you downstairs. So shut up, Tiffany. Just kidding. So yeah, that's I get it. I totally get that you're not for a fucking plate. I'm leaving the plate upstairs. Yeah.
Do you want to hear my my rant for this week?
Not really. What's up?
Okay.
It didn't go on Twitter?
Didn't go on Twitter. I'm debating about whether or not I want to put it on Twitter.
I've never heard of there being such debate. But okay.
A couple weeks ago, it's late at night. I'm hungry. Carl's Jr. just wasn't sounding good, and the only thing else that was open on my way home was Taco Bell.
Do not have a rant with Taco Bell.
I had a Taco Bell rant. You don't want the Taco Bell rant on your show?
No, it's not that I don't want it, but you just have no idea the love I have for a Supreme Soft Taco.
I had this same love at one time. That love is gone.
What the fuck happened?
They gave me somebody else's order in the middle of the
Oh
night.
God, for fucking
And here's the
bid.
thing, all right? If the Taco Bell was close to me, it'd be no problem. I'd just drive down there. I'd get the correct order, right? But it was none of the things I liked. So I was so pissed, I threw it out the window, right? And I called the Taco Bell. I called them before I threw it out the window. Called up the Taco Bell. I'm like, you guys gave me somebody else's goddamn order, And the girl's like, oh, hang on, let me get the manager. Manager gets on the phone. She's like, hello? Like, go get the other girl back on the phone. She couldn't speak English.
The
How-
manager couldn't speak English.
How is Taco Bell giving management positions? And this has nothing to do with race. This has nothing to do with, the border closing. Because at Taco Bell, the border is always open. And my point is that if you have procured yourself a management position in a
during
corporation
the midnight shift?
during the midnight shift.
They probably didn't expect some white privileged asshole.
But see,
to
I'm
go
not privileged, okay?
You are because
I'm by
you're
no
white.
means privileged, all right? Because I'm white. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Keep going, you dick.
All right, so how does this girl get this management position? She can't speak English.
You're
But the
sure
girl
she
who's
can't
running
speak
the
English?
register, she could speak a little bit of English.
You're sure
But
the
she
manager
didn't
couldn't speak
understand the
English?
things that I was saying because I said to her, listen, that Taco Bell's not. She's like, yeah, just come back in in broken English. You want me to imitate her so that you know?
No, I'm saying the manager. You're sure
Yeah,
the
I'm talking to the
manager
manager.
could not-
Yeah,
okay,
she was having a real hard time, and I was considering speaking Spanish, which doesn't happen. If I'm thinking like I might have to change my language in order to communicate with you, you're not speaking enough English.
There's no way we're going to make things easier for someone else.
Yeah. So I say to her, do you have a translator? She got all kinds of bent out of shape. I don't even know if she understood what I was saying. Because I wanted her to understand that I didn't live close to that Taco Bell. I passed it on my way home, which my way home is like 60 miles or something. Like, I'm not coming back to that Taco Bell. I'm so pissed that I'm not going to have the food that I ordered. I'm just going to throw this back out the window.
How quickly did you notice that it was not your food?
Well, in the Mini, I pretty much don't check the food until I'm back out on the road, and I'm actually moving because I have to stick shift, and I can't.
Whose fault is that?
I should have to police the Taco Bell attendants to make sure they put the correct order in my bag.
Every time I leave a fast food drive-thru, I always look in my bag to make sure it's right.
Most of the time, I do too if I'm with the girls, because the girls have specific ways that they have to have their food. Like, I don't have that. Like, Lucy doesn't want lettuce on anything. Kara doesn't want tomato on anything.
They're both insane.
I don't give a damn how the food comes, just that it's the food that I ordered. You know what I'm saying? So I call them back to tell them that they don't have the right food in the order, and she's like, well, you can come back down. I was like, well, that's not going to be a possibility. So refund my money to my card. I wanted them to refund my card. I literally just gave them money. I want it right back.
And do they know how to do that without you being
Most people do, but people who don't speak English, I imagine, have a hard time figuring out how to forward my money back to me via my debit card, right? Certain places, they do. Like, if there's a problem or something, they'll just cancel the sale or whatever, right? This place did not. She was like, you're going to have to come back to get a refund. You're going to have to come back. And again, it's still the same lady with the broken English.
Mm-hmm. That's
like,
at least what you gathered
That's
from her.
what I gathered. So I'm like, okay. So the next morning I call back and I speak to another manager.
One that speaks English?
One that speaks English. And I said, how did this girl get this management position? Do you guys need me to come in and teach her English? I didn't really say that. I didn't really say that.
You fucking dick.
I didn't really say that. No.
I'd be happy to come in and instruct your entire staff on the English language.
And on how to roll a fucking burrito so that the sour cream ends up through the whole damn burrito, not the last 3 fucking bites.
Yeah, I could see you coming in your chef get up to teach that, like this pompous white asshole.
Well, you know the Taco Bell kitchens where the food is all created? Those dudes are all wearing chef coats. Got a little Taco Bell tag on the side. They still gotta wear a hairnet. So I tell the lady what happened the night before, and the lady told me I could come back and get a refund, but I wanted her to refund my card, and she goes, we could have done that last night right after you ordered the food, but I can't do that now. I was like, that's why I called, because I knew that already. I've worked in a restaurant for years. I know that's how refunds work. It has to happen right then. Otherwise, I have to go and put a credit through and it's a whole nother reaction. So,
did you settle for like free
so she
food?
She goes,
or?
listen, do you want me to remake your order? I was like, no, I don't feel like diarrhea today.
Just last night was all I wanted.
I didn't really say that. I sacrificed for the diarrhea that night, and I didn't even get the diarrhea because I didn't get the food I ordered, so I was unwilling to eat
Sometimes
whatever diarrhea they
need
shoved
it.
at me.
Like, especially if you're...
Yeah, sometimes I need diarrhea. Like, I need to hang out with you, you know, like just as much.
You want me here every fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm going to come in with a flu every Tuesday now.
You're still going to be my guest. You'll still co-host
This is where
the show with
this is where we throw in the male groan.
I don't remember what the male one sounds. I remember the female. It's terrible. Is that I hate all those fucking noises. I hate those fucking noises. I can't even tell you.
So the girl at Taco Bell that speaks the English, the manager the next day, who I think is only 19. Well, that's by the sound of her voice. And I'm completely judging people by their voices.
That's a really exact age.
So she speaks English. So she tells me, "Well, come in right now, and I'll give you a refund." And I was like, "I can't come in right now. I don't even know when the next time I'll be in that Taco Bell is. You know." Like this
it was so important for you, though, to get upset about it. However, I can't seem to find the effort or the time to get my white privileged ass in there to get my refund or my free food.
So I said to her, "Listen, I can't come right now. I'm busy. I don't know how many.
I got so many other restaurants I gotta fucking
how many
piss
radio
off.
shows I gotta do right now." I said, "But I don't know. Maybe I'll come in like next week or something when I pass there. And she's like, okay,
I'll come in again when I need
I'll
diarrhea.
put your name in the book.
The diarrhea
And I
book?
spelled my name to her. It's possible. That's what they call it over there. Could be the shit list. So I pull up there today. And she puts my name in the book and everything, and that was like a week ago. So I pull up there today, and I'm thinking I'll just run in really quick, and I'll just get my. I'm not gonna go through the drive-through and all that for a refund. Like, it's just not worth it. So I walk in, and this black dude comes up, and he's like, "Welcome to Taco Bell. Could I
He's
get
black or he's
you?"
ex-black?
He was black. No, he's not ex-black. He was black. He's like, "Welcome to Taco Bell. Could I get your order, bro?" And I was like, "Can you just
You're
get
the worst black ever.
Can you just get the manager?" Right? He's like, "Why, is something wrong, dude?" And I was like, I don't want to go through the whole thing. I know that I have to talk to the manager. And he's like, okay. So he goes in the back and gets the manager. The girl
You
comes
don't
out.
want me to go through this whole story.
This girl
again.
comes out with this binder, right? And she stands.
She's holding it like the
and
Bible.
Yeah, she's holding it like a church girl would hold the Bible in front of her like this. And she comes out and she's looking around for who it is that asked for the manager. And I'm like, I'm over here.
That's me.
And she goes, hi. And it's the girl who can't speak English.
The one that you were going to be there to instruct. That's why she's there.
So I just turned around and walked out.
Because you didn't think she'd
No
be able to look
refund.
up your name in the shit list?
No, I didn't really turn around and walked out. She came out with the binder, and I was like, hey, my name's in that book. I didn't know that she was the one that couldn't speak English. But I was like, hey, my name's in that book. I picked up somebody else's...
These books are?
I picked out somebody else's order the other night on accident, and I'm supposed to be getting a refund. And she looks at me and knows exactly who I am because I'm the one who called her.
Right.
And she tells me that there is no book and that there are no refunds.
I love it. So what the fuck was she
I was
holding?
like, I know that you don't know who I am,
So what was she
but
holding?
I'm going to get you fired.
What the fuck was she holding then?
I don't know why she came out with the notebook. I have no idea what the notebook had to do with anything.
That would have been my
'cause she
first
didn't-
question is, okay, then what are you holding?
What's the point of the notebook? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she never took it out of her arm. She just held it, and she goes, there is no book. No book. There's no book. And I said, well, the manager I spoke with that I'm supposed to be coming to get a refund, she goes, no refunds. No refunds for you. I was like,
You really
We're
were
gonna-
on the shit list.
we're going to dance, lady.
I feel like you...
And it's not going to be a Mexican nat dance.
I feel like you just live in a constant Seinfeld episode.
That's probably why I make such good TV shows. I like Seinfeld.
Yeah. I had a Seinfeld thing happen today.
Did you?
Oh yeah, something that was totally... I could totally write a whole Seinfeld episode on it.
What happened?
I went and I got the color changed on my nails.
Mm.
And there was a girl that was in there doing the same thing as me.
Coke? Coke?
No.
Oh, okay.
Later. While I was there, she was like getting the color done. And she was like, oh, thank you. She left before me. And she's like, what do I owe you? She's asking the person. She goes, oh, nothing. You're fine today, whatever. And so she's like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. She leaves. They fucking charged me, though. I was like...
I thought you were
What
going to say
the
they charged you
fuck?
for hers.
For hers? No.
Because
No.
that would have been good.
No, but they charged me for my color change. And I'm like, I'm fine with paying for it, but I just want to know why that girl didn't get charged.
No, I understand that.
I can totally see that being this huge Seinfeld.
What about
Plot.
when you're standing in line waiting for one of the self-checkout kiosks at the grocery store and somebody else walks in front of you?
That's never happened to me.
Oh. Like we haven't all been sitting there waiting. And then this jerk comes up not even paying attention to who's in line or who's not in line and just walks ahead of everybody. Total Seinfeld moment.
Yeah.
Happens to me all the time. Happened to me the other night.
Anything frustrating is a Seinfeld moment.
Happened to me the other night. I was in the back of the line, right? And a lady who had one thing. Well, guess what? I only had one thing too.
What was your
Some
one thing larger?
Tampons.
Oh my god, do you really buy Cara tampons?
I had to buy tampons.
You're amazing.
I had to go to the store to buy them. And
I was supposed to where else?
I'm in line, and I'm already uncomfortable because I got tampons in my hand, right? And here comes this lady with her thing of strawberries, like that's any different from the tampons. And she says,
Well, you don't.
she
put
says to the
strawberries
guy
up your
that's like,
vagina.
so he says to the guy that's five spaces up from me, well, I just have these strawberries. Do you mind? And he goes, no, I don't mind. Well, what about the rest of us motherfuckers back here in line? Did you not have to clear it with the rest of us before you got in line? Or do you just have to clear it with that one dick who just let you in? I have one thing, too. Do you mind if I actually just cut straight to the front of the fucking line and just jump into the cash register and take out a bunch of the cash and run out the store like my fucking clothes are on fire? You know, like, what is binding us from just complete fucking anarchy if we can't stand in a goddamn line at the grocery store?
I think it's break time.
That's the first half.
Yeah, it's definitely break time.
We'll be back with the second half of Charley Spurlock, Face for Radio.
Well. What?
We're back. What's up, Facebook?
I feel like most people are afraid to comment because it'd be as dangerous as being on the show.
Because if you comment, you're kind of a part of the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll end your career if you comment, though.
No, but coming here will. If anybody in the Phoenix area wants a really awesome way to lose their job, just come on our show.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to call the Taco Bell? Let's call Taco Bell. I
Call
think
her.
you need to hear this girl. You need to hear her. Oh, I don't have my... That sucks.
We have so many phones here, and we can't find one
know,
phone that'll
I
call
know.
out.
Well, my phone is,
Yeah, I don't know.
So, man, that sucks. But we'll get a call out to Taco Bell sooner or later. Because I want you to hear this lady so that you can tell that it's not just me.
And you think it's worth going to Twitter about?
I don't know if it's worth going to Twitter about right now.
You were talking about an issue that you solved with Twitter in one tweet the other day.
What did I do? What did I solve?
I don't know. Turning up the bank.
Was it you? Oh yeah. Tiffany got a loan when she went up to Utah, and there's so much that you're gonna miss about Tiffany's Utah trip if you don't watch the Whisper Room episode that's coming out this month from our very first episode of the Whisper Room. And on that trip, Tiffany lost her car, and she tried to buy a new one. And
How do you lose a car?
Well, you haven't met Tiffany's family yet. So, she goes and gets a loan, and they approve her for the loan. They give her the check, and she takes the check, but she never cashed the check. And then she finds out that she's going to be coming back to Phoenix before they can get her the car, so she decides to cancel the sale of the car and gets in a Greyhound and comes down here and returned the check to the bank. The bank decided to charge her a finance fee for the, 48 hours that you had the check in your possession? How long did you have it?
No, it was like a week.
All right, it was a week.
Drove down here and mailed it back.
Okay. So she mailed the original check back to them within a week of the point that they had given it to her. So
Would they consider that an early payoff? Is that what the problem was?
No.
It's literally like just giving them back.
Yeah, they wanted $40 in finance charges for the check that she had for 1 week. She never had use of the money. She never cashed the money. She never actually took possession of any funds. She just had a promissory note, So we had to call the bank.
And by call, you mean you to tweet at them?
No, well, we called first.
Hello?
We called first, and they told us that they were uninterested and that they were going to hold her to this $40 and that they wanted her to pay it. But she's a student. She's not even 21 years old. She's 20 years old. And that bank...
And she's adorable.
That bank couldn't have looked past their policy for a second to realize that she's a young student.
You're
that
asking
could-
the bank to have feelings?
Look, $40 could feed her for
For a
week
year,
or
yeah.
longer, right? So as far as I'm concerned, the bank's taken her week's worth of food away from her.
You know what we should do now? We should
And that's what I told them on Twitter, was that they were taking this poor girl's week's worth of food
We need to take
away from
pictures
her.
of her. Week
Withering
by week,
away.
withering away, and just tweet them at the bank.
And just keep tweeting them out and be like,
Like eating scraps out of the road.
I think maybe she should start smoking crystal meth to really make the pictures
If you
look
really-
believable.
If you really want to, sell it. Just start.
Make her lay down in the alley.
Or
You could just
she,
go
she
outside.
really could
You'll
sell
meet
it.
some
Do you want to
people.
just start prostituting? And then, I mean, look at the space you have available here.
Again, just go out front. You'll meet some people. Peop-
Or you can come audition for Charley Spurlock Does Porn as my stunt vagina.
Perfect. That'll work.
Who else are we going to bring in here to audition for that?
Whoever was watching us live just turned out. As soon as you had stunt
As soon as
vagina,
I said stunt vagina,
it was over.
that's definitely not going to be the worst thing we talk about
I
tonight.
hope we have a good soundbite for that.
Stunt vagina.
I hope
Now
it's
you
the
do.
one that goes. So today's show is brought to you by Mother's, the original circus animal.
Cookie.
Oh, it's a cookie because it has icing on
The
it.
frosting.
If there was no frosting, it would be an animal cracker.
Yeah, but we can't lick the frosting off, can we?
Our
These are gone.
snacks were also brought to you today by Sour Punch Strawberry Straws. And those are gone because
Yeah, the blue ones are not good. The apples, like, meh. But definitely the strawberries the best.
what are you drinking on? Coke Zero?
Yeah.
Why Coke Zero?
I'm actually not a huge fan of regular soda.
What do you mean by regular? I mean,
Like a regular Coke, not a Diet Coke or Coke Zero.
They're all just.
Like a regular soda.
yeah, it's like alternative sugars. They're just
Yeah, but I would rather have the artificial sugar than the regular sugar.
why?
'Cause my-
what is
because
it?
my
to me,
pancreas-
the aftertaste is tastes like cancer.
The pancreas can continue to work with exposure to artificial like sugars and not regular sugars.
Okay.
I don't want to become diabetic and lose my feet.
Okay. That makes sense. You don't even
However-
you don't even like your feet.
I was gonna
so if
say,
there's one
however-
thing you had to get rid of.
If I had body dysmorphic disorder, you know that crazy disorder that where you like hate a certain portion, like you have like an obsessive hatred over something on your body. People have limbs cut off that are fully working because it's this mental health issue that they think it's deformed or something. For me, if I had something like that, it'd be my feet. Or if I could just cut off everyone else's feet
I have that same thing.
for my face.
No. It's like sometimes I just look at my right hand and I'm just like, that's not my hand.
It's really like it is. It's a mental detachment.
It is, and
from-
I don't, and I.
I'm over here thinking something completely different.
I know. Where
That's
you're
how
going.
that's how I do it, right?
This,
I take you to
sat
the
on it for a while,
wait
so
for-
I didn't feel it,
I
and
wait
then it felt like someone else was jerking me off.
I wait till you think you know where I'm going.
And I take you in a completely different direction.
And I take you somewhere else, but I really meant the joke that you're thinking.
What were you thinking? I meant jerking me off.
I look at this hand. I look at this hand and I think, that's not my hand.
Why? Is it because it's tiny?
Because we spend so much time together. And I just feel like I don't know him that well.
Thank you. I think you're sounding a lot higher than you are.
So, when Charlie came in tonight, she said, how many people do I have to blow to be a roadie
We
on
already
this
talked
weekend's
about
show?
this.
And I said all of them.
Again?
I know, I'm recapping.
We're recapping for our viewer.
Well, I can't call Taco Bell, so what else am I going to do?
We can talk about my tattoo.
Oh yeah, you got a tattoo.
I'm get it. Well, I mean, it's in the process. Yep.
You want to show it off on Facebook Live?
No, I can post a picture later. I feel like my back is graphic, and I'd rather have it just cropped so it's not doesn't disgust too many people.
This is exactly what I was thinking about my ham sandwich earlier. It's true.
I remind you of a ham sandwich.
No, I'm just not at all. I'm just saying.
You've
The
told
ham
me, but
sandwich
you've
that I
told
had
me,
was
hold
a
on.
little too graphic. I didn't want to post the whole thing. I just wanted
You've
to
told me before that I remind you of black tar heroin.
And I told Pussy Lahoot that he reminded me of Mama Smurf, which there isn't a Mama Smurf.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who the fuck is Mama Smurf?
It's Papa Smurf if he was dressed in drag.
But so that you would say that, so you're trying to say that Kevin reminds you of Papa Smurf?
Dressed in drag,
Really?
which is Mama Smurf. So that's why I said Mama Smurf.
I think it should be Pussy the Smurf.
Smurfette Lahoot.
Smurfette Lahoot. Yeah. We could pitch that to who? Pixar? DreamWorks?
The drag queen Smurf joins us in Smurfs 3. The Downtown Phoenix Adventures.
What the Smurf?
Where Gargamel poses as a janitor at Charlie's.
I think we should have a Charlie Goes to Charlie's. See how many
Charlie Goes to Charlie's.
gay friends I can.
But you should go with a mustache on.
I'm actually a really hot guy.
That's what we should do. We should dress you as a guy with a mustache. And you shouldn't act like a lesbian. You should be a guy. You should, like, no matter what anybody says,
Should I be a straight
play
guy
it
or a
off.
gay guy?
You should be an oil tycoon from the South with one of those hats and the big white mustaches.
White mustache.
And the white suit with the bolo tie.
I'm gonna look like a slave plantation owner.
That's what I was gonna say. Second would be the second
I'm
thing I
gonna
would
be
want you to
Don
look like.
Johnson in Django.
Yes. Yes.
Except I'm gonna say the N-word only half as much.
But you can because you're half.
I know, that's why I said half as much.
So.
Did we discover a new way I have to do the show, Matt?
Have you ever seen the clips? Do you follow Snoop Dogg on Instagram? Does anybody follow Snoop Dogg? All right,
I love that you.
following Snoop Dogg on social media is the best
Does he have the
entertainment that you can get from
like
a day.
Insta stories ever?
The best Insta stories ever. He hires somebody to come over and completely do him in makeup as a white person. Completely as a white person. And he walks around talking like a white person, and it is fucking hilarious. It's the funniest shit ever.
Can you do the stereotypical white person voice?
He can. I mean, I don't know how, after you've been talking like Snoop Dogg for that many years.
I was gonna say
can't
that
be
must have been
easy.
so difficult for him.
But yeah, he just like, hey,
Y'all, how you doing today, sir? How you doing, sir?
excuse me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, but yeah, you gotta follow Snoop Dogg. I'm actually gonna write him an email tomorrow morning.
Can you send him
You
the
want me
audio
to-
of this show?
You want me to send him some of your clips of you rapping?
I don't know if you have any clips
I'll,
of me rapping.
I'll get you signed by Snoop Dogg.
Did you see? Wait. Speaking of rapping, did you see the post I made on Instagram while I was in San Francisco
I hope not.
about? Shut up. I tagged you in it, which is why I'm asking.
I probably saw it then.
If you looked at it, it was about my fortune cookie that I got in Chinatown.
Oh yeah.
It said something about. Oh shit! I'm just gonna have to find the picture because I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was something like. Oh, here we go. It said, "Your talents will be recognized and suitably rewarded." And I said something about time to rethink that rap album,
Yeah. Time to rethink that rap album, and then tagged me.
and then tagged you on it. And I think we should rethink it. I don't think that was a mistake. That had to have been what that meant. What other talents do I have?
All these huge media companies looking at me to make movies and stuff right now, and I got you tagging me in that shit about your rap album.
What if that's
I feel
the one?
now I feel
reason?
privileged.
What if that was?
Now I'm privileged.
They call you up to make movies. You're like, you know what? I would, but God, Charlie really wants you to work on
I
that
gotta
rap
do this.
album.
I gotta do this beat. for this African chick. Wants to put out a rap album.
What if I came in like tribal African garb for my
With a headdress and everything? Weren't you on that shoot? Oh, you weren't on that shoot. You came to the second shoot for that video that we did.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
You're
you guys
talking
totally
about.
missed it. Okay. Greatest. I won't even say I'll leave a couple names out, all right? One of my friends called me and said, "Hey, I'm working on this music video."
His name rhymes with Abe Shmee.
Now we can't do the whole thing.
What are you talking about?
All right, so so my friend calls me and he's like, "Hey, we're making this music video. Do you have any friends who would be in it?" And I was like, "I could probably round up some of the usual suspects, you know. Y'all are lucky you didn't know me because you guys would
realize
have
now
been
how
in the
many
music
videos I've been in now for you.
It's because I call out the regular homies, you know what I mean?
The really pretty people.
Yo, dude, you want to be in a music video?
Wait,
I'll do this shit
X
for
was in
real.
it, and he
X-
just left. Damn it.
Yeah, X was in the music video too. Yeah, that's right. He looked so uncomfortable.
He's like all these fucking black people.
Yo, dude, you want to be in a music video? My beat just came out yesterday. Yo, cuz. I would just call up people and be like, "Hey, come out to this music video." They have no idea what they're going to show up for. And honestly, neither do I this time. I have no idea. Because it's not my music video. I'm just a cameraman. And who knows what you're showing up for when this one specific friends call you up for cameraman.
At Pyramid Studios.
Pyramix.
Pyramix Studios.
Which Pyramix Studio is like the baddest ass studio that we
It's
that we
actually really
ever
cool.
go to.
Really cool.
So you guys will like that part of it. So we go to this we go to this music video, and there's like a bunch of ideas at play.
Wait, and that was the best one you guys came up with that we
I
shot?
I'm a camera operator. I'm not directing this music video.
I have a hard
So
time
the-
believing that you did not
me-
interject your opinion.
Let me I interjected. After the kids that were on the set started trying to direct the shots.
Oh yeah, I heard there were
Yeah,
kids.
there was a 12-year-old kid that was like and we'll get to that, all right? So we show up
Something about a condom.
we show up to this video shoot, and the video concept is that this girl, she leaves for work, and her boyfriend invites some other girl over, and she comes back because she forgot her stethoscope because she's a nurse of some sort.
You never told me that.
So she comes back, and this guy and this girl are in the shower together. Okay, so so on the behind the scenes of this video, the guy and the girl that were in the shower together, they were married. So no problem. That was not weird at all. But they brought their kids to the shoot. And she was supposed to be playing like this other girl, right? So the mom of the kids was supposed to be playing this like other woman. I don't have any idea whose rhinoceros is growling behind me, but
Apparently she
just start touching phones. You'll find one that's vibrating. So the mom is in the shower with the dad, but the other girl comes in freaking out, and the kids are there, and they're like, "Hey, you should get the shot." We're like, and the kids are starting to direct the film, and we're like, "This is not right. This is not a good thing." So we didn't know, but when she comes back off the bed to grab her stethoscope, she steps on the floor, and she was like, "I'm gonna put a condom on the floor." And I was like, "Okay." She didn't tell anybody, but she filled that condom with an abnormal amount of lotion beforehand, and then laid it on the floor. And then when she stepped on it, we wanted to get she asked specifically for the close up of her foot coming down on that condom, and I was close up. And so I got down. I had the camera on the ground by her foot, so I was like close up, zoomed into her foot, like I had her foot come down,
Ew.
hit that condom, and the lotion was so much lotion, like it didn't look like a normal. You know what I mean? Like it was way too much. It's like way too much, and it like came up between her toes, like
Oh my God.
in like high speed. It was like, and it like engulfed her foot because it was like way too much. You know? Oh, and she had lotion all over her foot, and everybody started cracking up. Like, everybody lost it. But I couldn't stop laughing for like 30 minutes. I kept watching the clip over and over again and showing it to other people. Like, no, you got to see this. Come over here. And I'd rewind the clip and show it to them again. And I was like, when I turned in my card to the, people who were making the music video, I turned in my card. I was like, yo, bro, I need to copy that shot. Can you just email me that shot? And I wasn't laughing when I said it either. I was like straight face. I was like, I need to copy that shot, bro. And he was like, yeah, like give me the card, like go with the car. I was like, bro, let me get a shot of that. Let me get a cut of that shot, bro. That's my shot right there.
Like if you're cut.
Like if you're cut. Let me get a cut of that, bro. I don't need to even have any mention. In fact, don't mention me on this video. But just email me. Dropbox that shit to me, bro. Just that one cut. I don't care about any of the other
You were involved in that, but you're concerned about my Instagram post about my rap album.
Yeah.
I feel
it's
like
because my Instagram post with that video was going to be the best Instagram post of the year.
I think my rap album might be the best rap album of the year. I'm going to beat Beyonce at the VMAs.
I would have made that stepping on a condom thing into a new hashtag that would have been like a viral thing for a minute. Even this girl stepping off the bed, stepping on the condom, and her whole foot coming back up with
oh my god,
looking like it had been iced like a cake.
Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up in our circus cookies.
So anyway, later on, we shot this video in 3 different parts. That part, which was like the location shoot, one part was at Pier Mix, which was like supposed to be like a club scene, like we were in a VIP because they have some really cool VIP looking lounges there.
That included chess.
So, I'm still, of course, showcasing the cum foot section of that shot to everybody. I'm showing it to everybody. Now all of the henchmen, Charlie and James and X and everybody showed up to our club scene shoot. And
by the way, nobody told us it would be a club scene, so I'm coming in like jeans and a cardigan, like a fucking white clubber.
You were such a you look like you should have been hanging out at a lesbian bar or a bookstore.
That's where I was going afterwards.
So
let's go to Barnes and Noble.
And all right, so the day that you missed, there was one other shoot that we shot at Pyramix, and it was her in a full setup, head, thing, and jewels, and we stacked all these boxes up behind her, and she did her song like dancing in front of the boxes and stuff. And
what was that song called? Hot Stones?
No, that was not Hot Stones. You want to talk about Hot Stones?
Oh, now I feel like we have to.
It's not like anybody's gonna, from the Hot Stone
Stones
family is gonna hear us.
Oh, if anything, we're giving her some promotion.
We can't say who she is.
Oh, okay.
We can't. That would be...
Well, you don't have to say her name, but tell the story about Hot Stones.
All right, so how did it start?
I love your story time.
How did it start?
What do you mean, how did it start?
All right, so...
So someone you were going to sign.
Okay, so it wasn't somebody I was going to sign. It was a job I was trying to get. And this person was She was a protege of Michael Jackson.
That's right.
Protege of Michael Jackson. She lived in Michael Jackson's house for a little while, which is a pretty big deal.
That's huge.
And she was a minor, so.
And she wasn't called to testify.
No, she wasn't called to testify. So somebody had heard her singing Whitney Houston's. It wasn't even Whitney Houston. It was a Dolly Parton song. I Will Always Love You. But Whitney Houston made it famous. Right?
Is that really the truth?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's Dolly Parton's song.
Poor Dolly.
So somebody had heard her singing it like in the street, like they were out or with the family or
Yeah,
whatever,
that
and she was
happens.
singing in the street. And somebody had heard her singing, and was like, "Hey, you got a really good voice. Here's my business card. Call me tomorrow." And they called, and come to find out, they have some connection to Michael, and so it took weeks to put the connection together. But it ended up happening, and they got her in front of Michael, and she sang the same exact song, and Michael was like, "Oh my God, that's fantastic!"
That may
Like
have been
Michael-
exactly what he sounded like.
Yeah. And so he tells her that she has an accent from the country that she's from, because she's Indian. Okay. And
No.
the whole Bollywood thing, right? The whole Bollywood
Right.
thing is her thing, because she's trying to stay true to her heritage and all of that. But her single and I was meeting with her dad, and her dad had me do an evaluation and like a what do we call it when I do the consults. So I was doing a creative consult on this girl, his daughter. And
I
was
don't think
meeting
you've
with
ever
the
done
dad.
one of those for me.
And the song that she was getting ready to release was coming out. And the song was called Hot Stones. And I'm sitting in a creative development meeting where I now have to tell him what I think. And he's just told me that his daughter's hit single is going to be called Hot Stones. And I don't lie. So I'm already like in my head conflicted as hell. I'm like going through like, what is there a nicer way to say this? Like, how do you explain Hot Stones to somebody? You know what I mean? Like,
And when Matt told me this, it became the greatest story I'd ever heard.
she started crying.
And
I called her. I was like, what do I do?
And now Hot Stones is everything in my
Everything.
life.
Hot Stones came out.
Can
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
get a
it's
clip
it's
of-
out on iTunes. You can
we
get Hot Stones on
shut
iTunes.
Up. You shut up.
I'm not
right
gonna
now.
say who the singer is because I don't.
Who
wanna,
gives a shit? You said the name of the
of
single.
The song.
I'm looking it up right
And
now.
how many
Matt.
people are gonna put out a song called Hot Stones?
Just this person. It's brilliant.
So
Hot
I told her dad. I
Stones.
said, I was like, listen, I know that Hot Stones is like culturally a healing thing and like a chakra thing to your culture, and I mean absolutely no disrespect with what I have to say. Just
you're
so you
sure
know.
it's out on iTunes?
It was, yeah. It released several months ago. That was like 2 years ago.
I know, but
Hot
okay, so
Stones. Maybe they got some other consultant to back me up on.
I'm not seeing it here. That's one Hot Stones song. That's not her, right?
Nope, that's not her.
And she wouldn't be on an Asian meditation collection.
No, but that's about the only place a song named Hot Stones.
It
has a
should
place
be,
for.
right?
So,
Spotify?
So
I'll
I
look it up
said
on
no
Spotify.
disrespect whatsoever, but in this country, that means sweaty balls. And he looked at me and just smiled.
No
And I don't-
disrespect.
and
I
I
don't
don't
want to
thi-
do your daughter's single about sweaty junk. Which, by the way, is the song of it's my favorite song off my album.
Speaking of sweaty junk,
Sweaty junk.
get that junk out of here.
That's my E EP.
I think junks should just be your EP.
Junks?
Junks.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like junks. Yeah. And we'll get her
But
a big gold placard that she's gonna wear that says junks, but all the letters are like penises.
didn't we talk about doing my website in just a whole like collage of dick pics
Yeah,
that turned
but-
out to be me?
Yeah,
like,
but like like backed up to like you can't tell that it's
and it's a
one
picture
of, those,
of me, but it's all in dick pics.
Yeah, we're gonna collect dick pics from all over the world. So send those to Charley Spurlock
Charley
at
Spurlock
gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
We're compiling that
Fantastic.
project right
I cannot
now.
wait to start looking those up.
I can't wait to start getting fan mail.
And send them, send the dick pics also if you want to be a part of Charley Spurlock Does Porn.
You're gonna need to send more than a dick pic too. We're also gonna need a list of the diseases you have.
Ew.
She's not gonna
I don't
need-
want any.
We'll plastic bag the whole area.
I don't want
Everything
any
will
more
be cool.
diseases.
We'll plastic you. We'll plastic them. Yeah. if we can get a match, they'll cancel each other out.
we should do scientific tests to see if like crabs cancels out like syphilis. Like if they battle each other in the petri dish, see which one wins.
We don't even need a petri dish. That shit would cost too much money. We're gonna get it organic with our shit.
We're gonna go organic with the STDs. What if
We're gonna get more homeless people.
What if in the Shades of Green studio whisper room we find the cure for herpes?
And it ends up being gonorrhea.
Crabs.
We're gonna get
Can
homeless
you not
people.
wait?
Listen, we're
Can
doing
you
this
not
whole.
wait to be interviewed about that? Like,
We're doing this whole new
Take us-
outreach with the homeless people in the downtown Phoenix
take
area.
us through your thoughts, Matthew Rogerson. When you found the cure for herpes, what did you think?
I thought, wow, I had no idea it was gonorrhea.
I had no
But
idea.
now that I know
to
I
get
have
rid of my
both.
herpes, I just had to contract some gonorrhea.
I had to find out.
Don't tell my wife, please.
It was the quest of the century.
Don't tell my wife because I'm not totally sure I don't have gonorrhea right now.
I mean, I'm not sure that I don't have both. So,
I'll be totally honest with you. We probably haven't cured
so
herpes.
this is we're doing this amazing new outreach with the homeless people in the area. So I feel like we'll get some relationships
amazing-
built that
the
will build
amazing
into
new-
some other things, possibly tester scenarios.
The
you
amazing
know?
new outreach was supposed to be the blue homeless guys. Wasn't that it?
No, we're gonna jump right into that. I feel like we should
To
take our
earn
time.
it.
Well, no, I feel like that's like it's like a hell of an introduction. You know, like what do you come back with the next time?
How do you step it up from that?
We get a
Then
bus
they just
full
get
of
to
hookers.
bang Tiffany.
Just everybody take turns. Listen,
Every female person involved with Shades of Green has to have some sort of a sexual act done with the homeless.
we'll call it a niche. So no, but we're gonna start. We're gonna start on Easter Sunday. We're
the sluttiest
gonna-
day of the year.
we're gonna be hiding. You know those little mini Mickey's bottles, the little 40s. They're not 40s, but whatever they are. I think they're like 8s or something. I don't know. What are they, 10s?
They're
10s?
testers.
I think they're 10s.
They're testers.
We're gonna be hiding little eggs of Mickey's
bottles.
around. If we can get any heroin, if there's anybody who wants to sponsor us for some heroin, we'll give out some heroin
Sponsor,
as well.
send us the cash so we can go buy the heroin.
No, we don't need the cash. Just bring the heroin down.
Just send us your worst
We're
shit.
planning on getting a lot of the homeless people really fucked up this Sunday because like what else are they gonna do?
Listen to Hot Stones.
Well, Tiffany may have stolen one of their phones this week, so there's been a lot of them coming by, and I
You
think
stole a homeless person's phone?
yeah, and then we video them every time they come back looking for it.
Listen, you little devil.
We don't really do that. We didn't really do that.
Did you steal someone's phone, Matt?
No, somebody just found one out on the thing, and I think I've never seen the guy here.
Immediately in your head, you thought, I could sell this.
No, I just was thinking, don't let one of the bums steal it because we have some bums that accumulate outside. One of which was like asking me for like other halves of cigarettes and things the other night. Like, bro, I think you need to move on. This is not your place.
Did you at least call him your bro?
Yeah, I called him bro.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
He's bro. He's my bro.
You just couldn't give him half your cigarette, though.
He was white. If he had been black, I might have thought about it.
Like X-Black?
X is not black. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you this, but
I'm saying X-Black like he's his own category of black.
oh, X black like X.
Yes.
Well, X isn't black, so that wouldn't make sense. So that wouldn't make sense.
Why? Why do I feel like the second half of the show is so much better than the first?
Yo, dude. Matt, what you doing, dude?
Can you do a conversation with every person you know in the mic right now? Do Doug.
Yo, dude.
No, do Doug.
I can't do a Doug.
You can't do a
I
Doug?
don't think I can do a Doug. Doug's just like, hey, Maddie.
There we go. I was just going to say, he probably goes, hey, Matt.
He
Hey,
just calls
Matt.
me Maddie. Which is what my grandmother calls me. Thanks, Doug.
You still have a grandmother that's alive?
No. Well, yeah, I do. Oh, man. Should I tell you about my grandmother? I should introduce you to my grandmother. My grandmother is crazy. One time she called me because she saw seagulls on her patio and thought that California had fallen into the ocean. She lives in Sun City.
That's
So it's
awesome.
kind of close to the lake. I don't think those were seagulls per se.
I was going to say, I would be pretty freaked out if I saw seagulls in Sun City.
seagulls. You know what I like to do with a seagull? I like to feed him Alka-Seltzers.
Because Matt's an asshole.
And then just-
So your grandma's how old?
Oh, she's old. She her husband passed away. I want to say like
Is this the one that was 99?
no.
Oh, so that's such a boner kill.
Different side of the family. That was my dad's side. He passed away last year. That was my last grandparent on that side. And then I have one more grandparent on my other side, which she will probably outlive me, I'm pretty sure. So, but she is making a career of being, super high.
Your grandma.
Oh, yeah. She's high all the time.
That's awesome. From
Higher than me.
right now?
Yes. Yep. World's still rolling.
She's definitely
Let me see.
still
Is
high then.
gravity still in effect? Yep. She's pumping it.
Is that where you get your shit from? Your
No.
grandma?
No, she's into way harder shit than me.
Really? So why aren't you getting your shit from her?
Kara says, be nice.
Be
Matthew."
nice. So glad she's on right now.
Kara says, be nice, Matthew. No, I love my grandmother. She's fantastic. She's just probably shouldn't be driving a car.
As you could probably say that about most people, over the age of 70 or 75?
But if you told my mom
Should not
that,
be behind the
if you
wheel.
told my mom that, my mom would like go over and like take her whole life savings because of it. So don't anybody broadcast that my grandmother shouldn't be driving because I'll just get my mom's sticky fingers all in there. What? Well, if you can't be driving a car, I should probably take your $90,000 car and sell it and keep the money. So
She could use it to buy more weed.
just don't call her grandma to her face. Oh, I don't call her grandma ever. I call her grandbag. She just doesn't know that I'm calling her grandbag. She
call
thinks
her-
I'm saying grandma. Grandbag?
Matthew, you and your funny accent.
No, she talks more like a 80-year-old heroin addict. Matthew. Tell everyone what she prefers. Well, I mean, what day is it? What's today? She prefers to be called. I'm not going to use her actual name, but it's not her actual name that she prefers to be called. So
Is it old bitch?
no, she prefers to be called some very like fancy version of her name that's not really her name. It's
Weird.
like it's a flower. She wants to be called a flower.
Oh,
That's
okay.
basically what it is. So, which is weird. That's weird too, like. And there's been like multiple times where we've been like at a Kara says say it. And she's losing it right now. There's been multiple times where we've been like at family parties or like Thanksgiving or something like that, and grandma will like make a sexual comment towards somebody that she shouldn't.
Oh
like,
my god, I think I love her.
oh, you would love her. You and
Oh,
her
I-
hanging out. Oh, it'd be like the
I
greatest.
want to meet her.
Oh, and she will say something inappropriate like as soon as you meet her. Like, oh my god, I could fit in one of your boobs, honey.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love it.
she's out there.
She sounds like who I'm going to be very soon.
Yeah. I mean, you plus, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 years worth of heroin, I'm sure.
Hey, I could do 40 years worth of heroin
Oh,
pretty
that
soon.
sucks. There goes my phone.
Oh, balls.
And right as soon as Kara commented, and I bet it was something funny, too.
Well, they're obviously the feed's still ended, but if she had commented, we can still see it.
True. She's she's a funny lady. She moved out here from Long Island. She's currently occupying the space in Sun City. And I haven't seen her for a while. It's been a long time since I saw her. Oh, gram bag. I don't think anybody in my family knows what gram bag is either. Like a gram bag, like you gotta get.
She gets offended
gotta get
when
a
her
grandma.
grandchildren call her grandma, but we love her. That's what she said.
Oh yeah, she gets offended when we call her grandma. Don't call me grandma, sweetheart. Don't call me grandma. Call your dealer.
Call your dealer. You probably want to call her dealer.
No, because it's like the running joke. Like if you're a Sun City, drug dependent, you're like looking for a new doctor. So do you got a dealer somewhere in the area? Does he make house calls?
You probably know a lot of Sun City jokes.
My grandma's doing like the stuff that Johnny Cash did. You know, like,
Oh my God.
like that's the
And she made it a long time, a lot longer than Johnny.
She's structured. She's got calluses and stuff. built
She's
up to her.
structured.
Yeah. She's got calluses built up. I called her one time. I was like, Grandma, why don't you just smoke weed? And she's like, I never really liked that stuff. And it was like the first time we had like a real conversation about drugs, you know? Because in my family, I was always, you know, obviously like the outcast for.
You were the psycho,
Yeah.
right?
And I didn't even fuck with hard drugs. I mean, I tried some hard drugs. And I guess it depends on what you consider LSD or whatever. But like my mom still tells people I'm legally insane, you know, because you do enough acid and they're allegedly they can call you legally insane. 7 hits, yeah. Depends on the state, I think.
7 hits of acid?
Yeah, 7 hits of acid.
Done 7 hits of acid in your life.
You can be pronounced legally insane.
I want to.
Would you pull up your calculator there for me a second? Let me just. That's how many times I've been pronounced legally insane.
Why do you count how many times you do acid?
Because that's how many hits I've done. That's, I don't know, that's just like a thing for trip babies or fry babies, what they call us.
Is it you have to?
You keep track of your hits.
See, I only want to do a hallucinogen because Bill Maher says we all should at one point in our life.
Yeah. Well, you're all about the not believing what you're told, right? And go find out for yourself. And LSD is that drug that does that for you.
It scares me. I can't be like the only person that like the thought of being on drugs that really mess with your head.
I don't think I had anybody tell me what it was going to be like, really, so I don't think I had the same fear going into it. And somebody told me it was going to be really intense. And the first time that we did it, we went out. Oh, it was so messed up. And we ended up laughing the whole night. It was like 8 hours of laughing straight. Like of hard laughing to where your gut was like, and we're just laughing. There was not a single care in my mind about anything else going on other than the laughing. Just everything's so intensely funny that I just laughed.
That doesn't sound bad.
No, so that part wasn't bad. Then we were at a concert. I was pretty young. We were at a concert, and yeah, it was about the environment. We had a great time at the concert, and we come home, and one of my cousins had died.
And that was just funny as hell.
And no, it was so not, it changed everything in the trip. So I went home, and it wasn't just that my cousin had died. It was that I took the acid because my cousin had died, and I was taught by these hippies like that you pay homage to people as they pass by tripping them away. So I took the.
Were these the people that wanted to sell it to you?
No.
No.
No, these are hippies. Don't generally sell acid. They generally just give it the fuck away.
It's generous.
Yeah,
hippies.
they don't want anybody to sell acid. They think that it should be just like Brett's saying, like that everybody in the world should try it, and so they're trying to distribute it free. And it's the other people that get their hands on it that try and sell it after that point. But the hippies generally create it with the intent to distribute it 100% for free. So then once Joe Schmo gets his hands on it, he calls it $25 a hit or $5 a hit, and then it goes up and as it gets passed around the country and becomes $25 and $35 a hit. And I've heard of people paying $60 a hit for this stuff in like Arkansas and stuff. So it depends on where you're at. Depends on where you're at. But there's only a couple of like biochemists that are still creating LSD in the
People
world.
like Walter White.
So
Except I know it was meth.
So my friends dropped me off after the concert, and I noticed that there's a lot of cars outside my house, but I was still tripping, so I thought, like, I'm just going to ignore it. Maybe it's the same car 15 times. There's all these minivans parked outside, which usually means the Mormons are over. So I walk into the house, like, creeped out, and they're having a bereavement party inside my house. And it's like, and I came home late.
A party? Who calls those parties?
Well, it's when the family all gets together right after the death of somebody to console the actual family. It's not like a passing party or something where you go to.
But why would you call it a party?
Well, I mean, it's not really a party, but that's what they. I mean, it's a gathering for bereavement of
Okay.
family members.
I feel like the word gathering is way more appropriate.
All right, so it's a bereavement gathering.
That's like calling it a bereavement rave. Like there's just
it's
rave
a
it.
bereavement fiesta. we're gonna add some party effects.
Let's all do shots off the dead body.
So I come into the house and like my aunts and like family friends are all there and they're like, and I'm like, oh fuck. Like in my head, I'm like just whispering to myself.
You say out loud, did somebody die?
Shit. What the fuck am I gonna do? And I get up the stairs and they all come at me to hug me, and I'm like, oh no. And
You're
they start
going to envelop me in your body.
and they start putting their arms around me and hugging me and shit, and I could not be more uncomfortable. I just kept seeing like their hands coming out
Inside
and
of
shit.
your body.
And it seemed like they were really far away. It seemed like they were too far to be hugging me, and like I was like, I don't know, do I lean into this? Is it gonna
Catch
take me
me.
to another dimension if they grasp me? I wasn't sure what's going on, so I like hugged back or whatever, and one of my family friends was there who always like, she has this thing where she like grabs my leg hair and rips some out really fast.
Who the fuck is your family?
She's weird. And so she was there, and so she hugged me, and then when I wasn't paying attention, she came behind me and ripped a patch of hair out of my leg and thought she was like being funny or whatever, and but I was like full blown, you know what I mean? And I like turned around like this. You know, and just fucking stared her down, and I didn't realize I was doing it, and she was like and she backed up and walked into the other room like, sorry. Like I think
Someone
she
should test this hair.
I don't think she realized I was on acid. I think she thought that like I was taking the bereavement thing really seriously and like, hey, wrong time to be pulling leg hair out of your leg. I'm sorry. I'm gonna back out of the room now.
Why are you changing colors?
So So this is back in the day when video stores were still open, like way back then, right?
Wait, hold on. You
So-
were old enough to be appropriately doing acid when video stores were still open.
Yeah. So so
Let's calculate this. How many years we're talking?
so there was also
Like 10?
at the time
15?
At the time, we still had I didn't have a TV in my room, but there was videos there, right? And there were tapes. There was tapes there. So that's going back pretty far. So there's two tapes.
I'm just going to let you dig your own grave.
There's two tapes from Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or whatever sitting right next to where I am when she pulled the leg hair out, and I wanted to like make a couple quick moves, get the fuck back to my room. You know what I'm saying? Like. So, to everybody, 'cause that's all I could say was,
Because I was sure I was speaking
I'm
another
sorry,
language.
I'm sorry everything's bad right now. And they're like, is he singing right now? Like,
He's taking it in his own way.
oh, it's really hot in here. They're like, it's winter. Like, you have a jacket on. Take it off then. Like, I'm sweating. I'm pouring sweat down my face. All right, guys, I'm going to go to bed.
You were always pouring
Peace.
sweat.
So I start bailing, but I grab the TV combo with the VCR combo in it because I don't have a TV in my room because, you know, us Mormons, we never get TV in our room. So I grab the TV combo and I grab the two tapes. I don't even look what the fuck they are. Shit could be fucking Sense and Sensibility. I'm watching the shit out of that rather than being out here with all these crazy fuckers. And I'm high as fuck. So I grab the two tapes. I go back to my room. Barricade that shit in there. Like, my mom sticks her head in. She's like, are you going to be okay? I'm going to be fine. You know, like, get the fuck out of here. I need to be alone right now. You know, like, I'm so fucked up. I'm seeing everything. And her face. Have you ever seen Beetlejuice? Where the bitch stretches her face? That's what my mom looked like when she was like, are you going to be okay? Nope.
What's wrong with your face?
I was so scared. So I was freaked out. The hair got ripped out of my leg. All that shit happened. I go into the room. I flip out one video, and it's a kid's movie. And I'm like, fuck. I'm not watching a kid's movie right now. Flip over to the second movie, and it's The Mummy. And I'm like, go back to the kid's movie. I watched that kid's movie 3 times. 3 times because it was a long night. It was a fucking long night. It ended up being 14 hours of tripping before I came down. And back then I was probably like 90 pounds. I was probably like 3.5 feet tall. I looked like a tripping midget walking around. Hey! So I didn't sleep the whole night. I just stayed up the whole night. And when it was like 5 o'clock in the morning or whatever, I fell asleep. And then they came to wake me up for the funeral in the morning. Like, I'm not going to the funeral. I'm sorry.
You've grown up a lot since you're...
Yeah. Well, that's what they say happens when you trip, right? You go through like a change. They call it the change.
Oh, I meant literally physically grown.
I tripped 4 times in December.
4 times in December? Is it good? I've warded it off. I had quite an experience on an airplane, and that was my last time.
I took 2.5 years from doing it after a bad trip I had.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I haven't really had, although that was trippy. The thing was I ended up watching The Mummy eventually after the 3 times through the kids movie, and I think it was like My Little Pony. It was like some stupid for my little sister or something, like something she was too old to be watching.
Yeah, but it was so deep, probably.
Oh, bro, fucking Sparkle Pony.
You gotta, you gotta watch
That bitch was fucking on.
it. It was like Planet Earth and shit.
Our powers combined. I am Captain Planet. You don't know anything about Captain Planet.
I do know Captain Planet, yeah.
Of course you do, you fucking tree hugger.
Yep. I used to watch Captain Planet before school.
Yeah, that's about the only time anybody's ever watched shows before school. So it's the only way they could get kids
It's
to
only
watch
time in
that
the
shit.
morning.
It's like, listen, if we only put on Captain Planet in the morning, they'll have to
That's
learn
what they
something.
have to watch.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, because that's the shit they were trying to, they're trying to get you
Push
not
that
to watch.
Asian shit on
Yeah.
people.
We get all these foot freaks.
Oh my god.
You like feet, Brett?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please don't fucking. I don't want to talk about
But
this
you like
shit.
Dragon Ball Z?
Please don't talk about this shit.
See,
Please don't
I
talk
have
about
this.
this.
I have this weird correlation between anime and foot fetish people. I think there's a
God.
correlation. I'm gonna prove it.
We should have asked our last guest.
We'll get the homeless people to once we bring in the whole homeless test subjects, we'll get them to test that whole thing out. We'll get them to figure out what was it they were gonna cure herpes.
Mhm.
Well, I don't feel like enough testing's been cross-cultured on STDs. So
What if we came up with a new STD from it?
I feel
Instead of canceling each other out, we have this whole new strain.
Get dick pics from the homeless people, too.
dick pics for the homeless people. Dick pics for the homeless. That's our new. You know how John Jay has Love Up and Love Pup?
Dick pics for the homeless.
It's all some of the like hottest wives of the
Can we turn that into a calendar? Either that, or we need to get the men of Shades of Green to do a calendar.
It's our new it's our new charity we're doing.
Who's
down
gonna
here
be
in downtown
December?
It's gonna be dick pics for the homeless. We're actually gonna do an event out here on the sidewalk. It's only gonna be about 10 foot long though.
And only about 6 or 7 people.
And the homeless, they're gonna be
He was gonna set up a line of photos.
with those little photo booths.
just
like
go ahead and just go ahead in
mustaches
there and take
hats.
your own picture. We don't want to touch you. Get you.
Tiffany will take the picture.
Because not all homeless people, I feel like, aren't just walking around with cell phones. So they're gonna need somebody to take those dick pics.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
So we're gonna put up all these booths.
Like voting booths.
Yeah, exactly. We'll put a couple clean, like wet wipes in there too, so they can like bath, take a shower, whatever. But it's a dick pic station, and we're gonna use the hashtag for the next 3 weeks. Dick pics for the homeless in Phoenix.
You know the dick pic station is DPS.
Dick pic station, DPS.
Don't get caught
Department
behind
of Public
DPS.
Safety.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a major conflict with. I think we should take him to court over it.
We had it
The
first.
Department of Public Safety. Yeah, I think we need to take them to court because Dick Pic Station was definitely has far more relevance to DPS.
We're doing
I mean,
good.
think
for-
about it. DPS.
We're do-
Okay.
We're doing good for the community through DPS.
And we don't even mind getting some of their help. If they want to come out and take dick pics too, like
Handguns for hand jobs.
hand jobs for handguns. That's what it is.
It's handguns for hand jobs. You turn in your handgun and get a hand job from the
Are we still doing the
prostitutes in
handies for
jail.
handies?
handies for hand jobs.
Oh, all right. Well, we're at the end of our
Yeah, we've got to end this.
6th show.
I can't imagine it's going to get any better.
Please, this week, remember to use the hashtag dick pics for the homeless.
For the homeless? I just don't understand
Well,
for it.
They're for the homeless because
Then give it them all back.
yeah, we'll give them
We
because
should
I don't
make them reach into a hat and grab someone else's dick pic.
I feel like
we're just
and then they can go around guessing whose it is.
Just have it like they kill them.
Pin the dick pic on the homeless guy.
it's a way for them to get to
We'll
know
line
each
'em up.
other.
You know, most people like have a name game.
Like, it's like speed dating for the homeless. through dick-
We want you guys to get to know each other. That's Larry over there.
Trying to figure out whose it is.
That's Larry over there in the end. He has elephantitis. See if you can find him by his dick pic.
Oh no, there's an odd number. I guess we're having a three-way.
I feel like I could match the dick with the face. I could just
You mean like
I think this is gonna
this
tune up
is-
to be a really big homeless event.
this is a black dick. I am gonna cut out half of you.
I feel like that would be racist, don't you?
It's a black dick. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's penis profiling. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's just as racist as
This is
regular
a black
profiling.
dick. Do I mean in color or size?
You know what I'm saying?
This is
That's
a black
profiling.
white dick. What is going on here?
Abuse. Abuse.
We have to end this.
Join us next time on Charley Spurlock of Facebook Radio.